Yeah, hi. Okay, so yeah, so I think regarding the missing parts and all these things, I think we have checked for the availability check in the last session, right? So now, okay, so we can get into this order, okay? So get into this order. So now we can just evaluate this order, okay? So how this order is there, okay? So how we are going to process this. Okay, we have seen about the order type, okay, the availability check, okay, the MRP parameters we have seen, right? Yes, now you can see. Okay, so this is the material what we are going to have. The status is the created status. You can see that one. Okay, if you just go for the status, you can see the symbol, right? If you click on this, okay, you will be getting the status as a, okay, created status. Okay, yes, so you can see the created status. Okay, now it is in created status. With this created status, we cannot be able to use this production. For an example, what is the next stage here? Because when you just give this particular material, so you need to release this product, then only you can get the material from the store. Okay, or else what will happen? The store cannot be able to give you the product, means the components. Okay, so for that you need to release the order. Without releasing the order, it cannot be done. For an example, I will show you the case. So take this order, okay, just take this order, and we are giving this order to the store. Okay, store has a separate T code. Okay, so they have a T code called MIGO, which is called as an enjoy transaction. Okay, so why it is called as an enjoy transaction in the sense very simple. Okay, so we have a separate T code for doing all the individual works, right? For an example, for creation, changing, and all those things. But for the store, okay, for the store, so they have only one T code where they can able to do all their inventory management work. Okay, so that is why we call this as enjoy transaction. Okay, if you just get into that, you can able to see here, okay, you have all the options. You can do the receipt, you can do the issue, you can do the transfer, you can do the cancellation, you can do the return, all the process we can do at one point, one stop point. So that is why this is called as a, okay, enjoy transaction here. Okay, but yes, that's why we are having this enjoy transaction over here. So what we are going to do is, let's try this. Okay, so what is the next thing? We need to consume this. The store has to give the product to the production order. Okay, against the production order, the store has to give the production or the components to us. Okay, for that what they will do is, they will go for goods issue, okay, against order, and they will give this order number. Okay, copy that order number. Okay, put that order and execute. Okay, you can able to see, okay, the current order status does not allow the goods withdrawal. It means, okay, the status makes the thing very easy. Okay, now the status is a created status. Right, now the status is a created status. Okay, with this created status, we cannot be able to withdraw the material from the store. Okay, so only the released production order can be used for this particular case. So it is very clear. Okay, without that we cannot able to do anything on this. Okay, so first we need to release the order, then only we can able to take that from the released order only. It will be considered as a valid order. Okay, or else it will not be considered as a valid order here. Okay, that's a concern. Okay, that's the thing here, that's a condition, that's a standard one. Okay, you don't need to do anything on that. Okay, so now we got an idea. So that needs to be released, the order should be released. Okay, then only we can able to, okay, do the thing, or else we cannot able to do the thing here. Okay, right, yes. So let's go through. Okay, let's have a walkthrough on the order here. Okay, so let's go to 002 and go to this order. Okay, let's walk through this order. Okay, then we can just go for the execution part. So here you can see the total quantity is 1. Okay, so it's fine, and you can see the delivered quantity is 0. Means we have not delivered. Delivered means it's we are want to receive the material, right? So we have started the production. The delivered status means, okay, so the item has been produced, the FG has been produced. Okay, so only then it will be in the delivered status. Okay, and you can see, okay, or you can see the scheduling over here. Okay, so it will start from this date and to this date. So this kind of scheduling is happening, right? So how the scheduling will happen is, okay, so based on the scheduling parameters what we maintain in the configuration, right? So we have maintained the schedule parameters. For an example, okay, if you go to the configuration part, we have a schedule parameters. Okay, separately we need to maintain for the plant. If you go for SPRO and go for reference, okay, and you can go to the production over here. Okay, go for the production. and go for the shop floor control. Okay, and go for the operation here, and there you can see the scheduling part is there. Okay, if you go into the scheduling part, there you can see define scheduling parameter for production orders. Okay, you have a standard things. Just execute this. Okay, so there you need to maintain for the plant. You can see it was maintained. If it is not maintained, you just maintain here. Okay, this one thing you can copy from this one. It's a standard one, right? You can just copy from this and you can create this one for the plant. This is mandatory, or else the scheduling will not happen. Okay, yes, and if it is not maintained also, okay, you cannot able to process further. It's very important. So if you get into that, you can see some configurations over here. Okay, so what is behind this configurations? You can see, okay, so the supervisors is infinite. Okay, you can assign any supervisor you want. Okay, that you can able to assign, and you can see the scheduling is activated for this. And you can see adjusting the scheduling. Okay, you can see adjusting the basic dates, adjusting the depending requirements to the operation date. This is how you are going to work. Okay, so when we need to start and end, okay, everything this will adjust based on the basic dates whatever we have given. And here you can able to set, okay, how the scheduling type is coming. So here you can see the schedule type is defaultly we set as backwards here. So you can see that's why it came as a backward. But for the MTS case, if you are going for MTS case, you need to go with the forward scheduling. And for the MTO case, we need to go for backward. So what is the difference between forward and backward? So that is what you need to understand. Okay, so you will be having some general idea. So anyway, so we'll see that. Okay, so what is the forward and backward? I'll explain with the example. You will understand this. And you can see automatically, if you give this automatic scheduling only, you will be getting this. Or else what will happen? You will get an empty over here, and you need to fill this manually. Okay, this date and all this thing you need to give this. Now you can see this is automatically scheduled. Okay, so that is based on this automatic scheduling over here. Okay, right? Yes. So this is the parameter. Okay, this we need to maintain for this plant and this order type only, then it can be processed. Okay, or else it cannot be processed. Very important configuration over here. So now what we need to understand is we need to understand this. Okay, the forward and the backward scheduling here. What is the difference between the forward and backward scheduling? Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, so let me explain you with the example. Okay, so let me take a fresh page on this. Okay, so for an example, okay, let's go for the forward scheduling first. Okay, so what is the forward scheduling? Okay, so what is the forward scheduling here? Okay, so what is the forward scheduling means? Okay, so forward scheduling, okay, will be called as, okay, so why we are calling this as a forward scheduling in the sense, okay, for an example, okay, so you are getting, okay, so you are not getting any orders from the customer. Okay, just think, okay, there is a case that you are not getting any orders from the customer. Okay, but still you cannot be able to close the production, right? You cannot be able to shut the company and sit ideally. So you need to do the production based on what? So based on the forecast. Okay, based on the forecast. Okay, that's what we have done for, so the MTS case, right? We have just taken the forecast. Okay, if the order is the customer order not came, but we can forecast that whatever happened in the past history. So we can take 3 months or 6 months of forecast, and we can able to make this forecast as a demand. Okay, and based on that demand, we are working for it. Okay, so based on the demand, we are working for this. Okay, and you can see, okay, for just making this, okay, for making this particular forecasting, so maybe you can take an FG. Okay, so FG. So that is a car. Okay, you need to produce a car. Okay, if you want to produce a car here, so what we need to do is, okay, on this particular case, okay, so this car needs 3 days. Okay, if you start the production, it will take 3 days to complete the production. So how it will start? Okay, how it will start is, for an example, so it will start with, okay, so today's date, right? So for an example, you can take the today's date. Okay, maybe you are taking, okay, 01. Okay, 01. Okay, 03. Okay, 2024. Okay, this is the starting date for an example, and it will go, okay, it will go for, okay, so the 2nd of March. Okay, then it will go for, okay, so the 3rd of March. Okay, so this is the end. Okay, this is the end here. Okay, so based on the dates, okay, 3 dates, it will start from today and it will ends with the 3rd of March, because only 3 days we required for maintaining this. Okay, so we require 3 days. Okay, we require 3 days to maintain this particular production order to complete this. Okay, so what happened? What happened if we are not completing this 3rd March over here? So we can take one more day also. Okay, we can take one more day also. We can complete because we don't have target. So here there is no target for us. Here we don't have a target because no one is waiting for us. Okay, there is no customer, there is nothing over here, so no one is waiting for us. So we just go for our forecast plan, and based on that we can take 2 days or 3 days. So actually for the production, maybe if it is taking delay also, it's no problem. Okay, it will not affect anything because you are going to produce the stock and you are going to keep it in stock. Okay, that's it. Whenever the customer is coming, you are going to assign. That's it. Very simple. So there is no target at all. Okay, there is no target at all. So that is how the forward scheduling will work without any target. But same thing, okay, if you go for the backward scheduling, okay, if you go for the backward scheduling, the thing is different. Okay, if you go for the backward scheduling, okay, the things are different over here. So how the things are different? Okay, so how the things are different in the sense, okay, so just go for this particular case here. Okay, if you go for this backward scheduling, now again you got the customer order. The backward scheduling, you are getting a customer order. Okay, for a car. Okay, for a car you are getting this, and he gives a target. Okay, he gives a target. He doesn't mind about your production days or something. He gives a target. For an example, now the target is, okay, so you want to go for, okay, so the target is now, okay, 02, okay, 03, okay, 2024. Okay, on this date, okay, he wants a delivery. Okay, on this date, he wants a delivery. Okay, so on 2nd, he wants a delivery here. So today's date is 01. Okay, so how the system will work is, okay, the system will work in the backward scheduling. Okay, it will work in the backward scheduling here. Okay, so it will not work in the forward scheduling. Okay, it will work in the backward scheduling here. So how the backward scheduling will work is, for an example, it will start from the back end. It will start from back. For an example, it starts with 02, 03, okay, and it will go to, okay, 01, 03, okay, then it will go to, okay, so 31, 02, right? So this is actually the plan. This is how it will work. Okay, from the backward, okay, from the target, it will go forward. Okay, it will go backward and it will check. For an example, if you want to deliver the product on 2nd, so you need 3 days to produce this product. So when you want to start, if you start by 31 only, you can able to deliver that, because this is a day 1, then 2, and then 3. So only if you start the production by 31, then only you can able to deliver the product on the 2nd. Very simple. Okay, but it is practically it's not possible because today's date is 01. You cannot go to the past date. Okay, yes, you cannot go to the past date. For a forward scheduling, if you just missed out this thing also, you can add one more day. That is fine because you don't have any target. But here you have a target. You have to stick with this target because the customer is waiting for that. Right? The customer is waiting for that. Okay, so if that is okay, if this is not been achieved, you can see 31.2 is impossible, right? Going into the past. So what will happen if the backward fails? Okay, so this backward scheduling is failed. Now the case is failed, right? This backward scheduling is failed. Now if the backward scheduling is failed, what will happen is automatically system will convert into a forward scheduling. That is the advantage of backward. Automatically it will schedule into the forward, and what it will do is it will start from today. Okay, it will start from today. Okay, and it will go for 02, 03, and it will go to 03 and 03, and it will give a delivery proposal. Okay, we will give a delivery proposal that so you have asked for the delivery date on 2nd 3, but that is not possible at all because we cannot able to start and complete that because we need minimum 3 days to complete. So we can able to propose them. So this particular case here, on 2nd we cannot able to deliver, but 3rd we can able to deliver because we need 3 days for this one. So this we can give it as a delivery proposal. That is what this particular backward scheduling will do. Forward scheduling, we don't have a target, so we don't mind about having that. Okay, but in the backward, if the backward fails, we cannot able to leave the customer, right? We cannot say that, okay, so we don't have, we cannot able to deliver, you can go and buy from any other vendor. So like that we cannot say. We have to just give some delivery proposal. This is how it will work. So that is the difference between the forward and the backward scheduling. You can able to see plays a very major role. Now the forward scheduling, what we have seen for MTS, so this is fine because without the target we can process. But for the backward, so it will work only on the delivery date. We can see that. Okay, when we go to the MTO case, you will understand that very clearly how this will work. Okay, right. So that is what we're having over here. Okay, if you go into the production order, you can see, okay, so the forward or backward, so you can able to process based on that. Okay, then there you can see the schedule margin key. Okay, the schedule margin key is whatever we maintain for the question dates, right? You can able to see this here. Okay, you can get able to get this one. So this we created, right? We created 1 day before the production, 1 day after the production. This we created, right? So you can able to have this one. Okay, this is not mandatory, but if you want to keep, you can keep that one. So everything is comes from the master data. Okay, now the next thing. Okay, now the next thing is we can go for the assignment here. If you go for the assignment, okay, so what are the assignments? Okay, to this particular order is assigned for certain case. First thing for this MRP controller, this is assigned for this MRP controller. And okay, so if you want to mention any special supervisor for this, okay, so this order, this manufacturing, okay, you can assign a supervisor over here. So he will be responsible for, okay, so MRP controller is not responsible for manufacturing. He is only for, okay, taking the responsibility of planning. Okay, but the production supervisor is the responsible for producing this. Okay, so we can able to assign this guy, okay, whatever you want. And you can see the production plant and all other stuff so came here. And the other assignments, you can able to see we got this planned order. But from here only we just, okay, converted, you got this one and production version is done. Okay, and you can see the profit center, everything came over here. The main thing is you can see the reservation. Okay, the reservation is over here. So just remember we have just done the configurations on this one, right? We have just done the configurations for, okay, so the production order. Okay, so we have seen the reservation or purchase requisition configuration, right? That is coming from here. So whenever we start the production, automatically that item, the component will be reserved at the store end. So we are giving the priority. Okay, we are just reserving that. So first come first serve, like that. Okay, we are reserving that. So when you give this order, so based on the reservation, so even if you go for the MIGO, okay, even if you go for the MIGO also, okay, normally, so we have seen the goods issue against order, right? You can do all goods issue against the reservation also. This is also possible. Either you can go with an order or a reservation. So the store can pick anything. Okay, so both will be applicable for the same case. Okay, this will be automatically done based on the configuration we done in the production order. That is the main thing here. Okay, then go for the receipt. Okay, if you go for the receipt, you can see, okay, so the receipt will be in unrestricted here. Okay, and all these things. Okay, this goods receipt to be activated. Okay, this is the main thing here. Okay, so the goods receipt to be activated for this particular case. Okay, and you can see where the storage location, in which storage location the final product will be, okay, releasing on that. Okay, everything. Okay, and go to the control here. So the control, okay, so this controls all the things, okay, we have in the production orders. This is from the production order dependent requirement, right? You can see this one. These all things are coming from there. And you can see this costing parameter also, it is coming from the production order dependent requirement, right? We had a dependent requirement. From there only we just picked all these things. Okay, yeah. And coming for the dates and quantities, okay, so it will be calculated based on the dates and quantities. Okay, so what we suggest, okay, how we maintain this particular case over here. So there you can see the planned order date is 8/3, so we just converted only on the last day. So we can able to go for this one. Okay, how we need to plan, we can able to plan accordingly, we can able to go for this. Okay, right, yeah. And finally master data. So all the master data, what are the master data are contributing for this order, you can able to get this one. And everything you can able to see. Okay, which are all the master data is contributing for this order. Okay, so we have taken this version is contributing, and coming for routing, this is the routing it is calculating. Okay, so contributing here, and this is the bill of material, everything you can able to find. If anything wrong, everything also you can able to refresh. Before you start, you can able to refresh option. So we have a refreshing option, I will show you that. Okay, if you go for this order, okay, so if you go for this function, There you can see read PP master. This is a refreshing option. Refreshing means, for example, okay, so this BOM, this has been taken, but okay, so your recent changes happen. Okay, in this BOM there is a recent change that you need to update here. Okay, before executing, what you can do is go to this function and go to this read PP master data, and what you can do is you can see, okay, new routing and new BOM, and you can give the date over here. You can see this data is taken as, okay, the planned order date. Okay, but if you have any new update, okay, on today, okay, on today you have a new update on that, you just give the today's date, okay, the latest date, and just give okay. What will happen? It will automatically refresh, it will adapt to the new BOM. See, many people are not aware of this, okay, so they will delete all the productions and all these things, and they will try it again. Okay, that is not required. So once the order is created, also if you have any changes, okay, you can just give the date over here and you can read that. Okay, you can read that. What will happen? The system will automatically refresh. Okay, it will automatically refresh, and what it will do is it will adapt the new data. Okay, before execution. Okay, once the execution is done, okay, once you started this case, okay, we cannot able to do that one. Okay, it's very important. Okay, yeah. Okay, and finally for the long text, it's okay. So you have any detailed information regarding order, okay, any other comment you want to give, you can give it on. And go for the administration. Okay, it will show you the date and time and all the changes. And go for the items. You can see, okay, what is the item we have. Okay, and fast entry. Okay, fast entry is for making the entries faster. Okay, so normally you do the case. If you want to enter the other things very fast, you can do that one. Okay, that's all here. So otherwise, okay, otherwise you have the material. Okay, so material availability, you can check that one. Okay, and you have a capacity availability. Okay, we can come to the capacity later. Okay, now you can go to the operations. Operation, where this information is coming from, it is coming from the routing. Yes, you can see, okay, we have given this routing and the status is created and everything is ready for the launch. Okay, everything is ready for the launch here. Okay, yes, so with that we can able to go for it. Okay, and also go for the components. What is a component? We just had only one component, a steel sheet, right? 2 meters already we have seen. Okay, so that we have over here, and these all things, okay, it's all taking from the BOM and the routing. It's very important over here. Okay, right. And also still you have one DMS also here. Okay, so normally, okay, the people will take the DMS from outside. DMS means a document management system. So if you want to attach something on this particular order, so you have an attachment option. You can see this here, the service for object. Okay, click for this, and there you can see create attachment. Okay, click on this create attachment. So what we can do is, okay, automatically it will take something here. Okay, automatically it will take some information. Okay, you can see, okay, automatically it will open your file, and from there you can attach. Okay, you want to attach a picture or a document or specification or a drawing or data sheets, whatever you want, you can just attach here. For an example, I'm just going for this. Okay, so just double click on that. What will happen? This will be attached. You can see the attachment was successfully created. Okay, I'll save it. Okay, I'll save this. Okay, done. Now I'll just go back again and I can go for this attachment here. Okay, service for object. I can see an option called attachment list. Okay, if you click on this attachment list, okay, there you can able to find your attachment is available. Okay, so anytime you can able to view, so you don't need to have to make a separate drive or Dropbox like that to have all the information over here. So everything you can able to maintain here. Even you can maintain in the Metal Master also, even that is better. Okay, even Metal Master also we have an option of same thing, so you can able to attach all the things over here. So whenever it is going, so it can be able to travel over here. That will be easy. Okay, and also if you want to delete or do something also, you have all the options here. Okay, anything you can do here. Okay, this will be an additional information for the user, so they don't want to depend on say any particular people. Okay, if you want to produce or the instruction, okay, how to manufacture this, some people will give the instruction in the order itself. So some special orders they want to do with a special case or special steps over here, so you can able to mention it here with the documents. So whenever this before we start this production, the production supervisor can download this, okay, and they can verify and they can do that. So the process will be so easy. Okay, right, that's what we have in the components and all these things over here. Okay, right, yes. Okay, so now we have all the informations over here. So now what we are going to have is, okay, let's go for this release over here. So we need to release this order. Okay, so just click on this release. Okay, release order. Okay, yes, you can see. Okay, some release rejections have been happen. Okay, so you are getting a message called release rejected. Okay, I think some mandatory things, okay, we are missing up. So how to see the log here? So what is behind this is go to this option. Okay, there you can see the log, and you can just give overview. Overview means it will show all the errors. Okay, what is the problem in this one? Click on that. Yeah, you can see, okay, it is asking for some business area. Okay, I think this order demands a business area. Business area is an element of finance. Okay, so for a certain business area, for an example, business area and almost like a company code, it almost serves the same purpose. Okay, it's for a particular region or particular area, so this particular thing will work, for example. So that we need to maintain here. Okay, so that's, I think that is mandatory over here, so we can maintain, that's not a problem. You can go to the assignment here and you will be having a business area over here. Okay, just assign any business area. Okay, whatever the business area you have, you can assign that business area. Okay, anything. Okay, anything you just assign over here and give an enter. Okay, now you can try. Now you can try for this release. So now you can see the release is carried out. So very simple. What are the things you are getting? So just see the log. Okay, or just you can see the log, you will get an understanding. So what is the thing we are missing up? Okay, so that you can able to update over here and you can able to process. The work will be so easy. Okay, right now the release is carried out. Now you can save this one. Okay, save it. Okay, now you can come back. Okay, enter again and you can go to the status, click on the I symbol. There you can see, okay, the release is carried out. Okay, the pre-costing has been done and the material is committed. Because the reservation, everything is done, right? So now the material is committed, it was reserved and everything is ready with the store. Okay, only thing is now you want to give this order to the store, so they will give you the component. Very simple. So that order should be valid. Now it is a valid order because you have released this order. Okay, so now we can try with this MIGO. So now you can see the difference. So let's go for the MIGO here. Okay, go for the MIGO. Okay, and let's try with goods issue against order and give this order number and over execute here. Now you will get it. You can see this. Now you got this raw material. Okay, so for raw material we need two components against this order. Okay, everything. Okay, you got this information, everything perfectly, because so now the order is under the valuable status, because it should be in the release status. Very simple. Okay, it should be in release status to get this particular case over here, or else it cannot be done. So it's very important to have this particular setup here. Okay, or else, okay, so this status will block you the withdrawal. Okay, if you want to withdraw the stock, okay, so just you want to have the order to be released. Okay, or else we cannot do anything on this particular case. Very simple. Okay, so now what we need to do, just want to check this. Already we have checked the stock is available. Okay, and you can go to the detailed data here, you will see some more information. You can see the what is the material, and if you go to the quantity, how much quantity we are taking up, and if you go for the where, you can see, okay, against where. Okay, so again this which movement type. So this movement type concept is a very unique in SAP, because in no ERP we are having a concept called movement types, but in SAP every movement, okay, whenever whatever the movement you are doing with the material, you are transferring, you are doing a issue, you are doing a receipt, whatever the movement you are doing with the material, everything will be recorded with a unique movement type. Okay, so that's a very advantage we have in the metal management here. And you can see this is the movement type we are using for, okay, the construction here. Same thing, go for the reservation, the same reservation number, whatever the reservation number you have, the same reservation number will be available. You see, so the same number, right? Yes. Now you can go for the partner. Okay, so there is no partner over here. Okay, so when you go for any third party or something, there will be partner. And you can, for the account assignment, you can see this is order. Why the account assignment consists of this order is the final settlement is going to be in order. So finally we are going to settle all the cost and everything to this order here. So we are going to based on that particular case. Now what we need to do before we consume, so let me take this item and check the stock first. Okay, so where we check the stock, we have MMBE. Okay, to check the stock here. Okay, so if you want to check many material, you can go to MB52. Okay, there is a T code for MB52 where you can see the bulk materials. Okay, the complete materials over here. With that we can able to process. Okay, just give an enter. Okay, give the material and execute. Yeah, so there you can able to see. Okay, so there is a product over here. How many products we have? So how much quantities? We have 47 quantities available in this storage location. Okay, in this storage location we have 47 numbers. Now how much we are going to consume? 2 numbers. So how much it will be pending after the posting? So 45. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, 2 numbers we are taking up. So I'm just giving a check. Okay, first check any error or something is there, check. Okay, it is asking for entering the storage location. From which storage location you are going to take the stock. So our storage location is 1010, right? So just give 1010 and enter. Okay, so let's go for a check now. Let's check that. Yes, you can see. Okay, so the document is okay. Now we can post. Okay, 2 number we are going to consume. Okay, just post it. So done. Okay, so we got a material document. I'll just come to this material document later. Okay, so I'll just go for the display. Okay, I'll just make it as a display. So the material document will be displayed. Okay, execute, and you can see the material document is generated. Okay, yes. So now you can see. Okay, now you can refresh the screen. Okay, you have a refresh button here. Refresh the screen, you will be getting only 45. See, very simple. It means the 2 quantities you have taken for the consumption, right? So you have taken for the consumption. So the 2 number is out. Okay, it is gone out. So still we cannot able to have it on the inventory. This 2 number is gone out. Okay, right? 2 number is gone out. Now you can see. Okay, so 2 number is consumption. This particular this is a document here. What I need to show is, okay, if you go for this document info, and you can see an FI document. Okay, the finance document is generating automatically. Okay, that is an FI document is generating automatically. If you click on this FI documents, okay, and there you can see there is an accounting document is generating. Okay, you can just double click on that. You can see that movement. Okay, that movement what we have, you can just see there is a account is booking up. So automatically in the background, the finance is booking the things. Whatever we are doing, the finance is capturing the data. You can see the raw material debit and material cost is getting updated. Okay, so there is a configuration behind this. Okay, so when we go for the integration, we can see how this is happening here. This is not between a BP and FI, so this is between MM and FI. Okay, but anyway, so you will be having an assignment because so coming to the integration, FI and MM is having a very good bonding here. So that will be very benefit for us. Okay, so we can able to take that benefit and we can use that. Okay, right. So now we can see the consumption is done. So now we need to check the status. Okay, check the status of this order. Go to CO02 and check the order of the status. You can just go for it. Now it is released, costed, and you can see goods movement is posted. This is very important. GMPS, this status is very important. Means goods to movements is posted. This is what we need actually. Okay, right? Yeah.